Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband.
Hi, everybody.
For the topic today about arguing.
Argument.
Yes.
Do we argue?
Before.
Before.
Yes.
And how do you argue? Or how do we argue?
If I said I like that things, I already said no, and then I'm quiet, and then I hear getting tampo.
Oh, so you get temp. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. Yeah, a couple of three times old May's had tempo. And so what do I do when you have tempo?
You're going out.
I just leave. Because what's the point? If you're not going to talk, all right, what am I supposed to do? Just watch you mope?
Yeah, you're like
That's pretty boring. It's like watching paint dry. You're just laying there feeling sorry for yourself. And it's something that I did, and you won't tell me what I did wrong. So it's like, well, shit, I got things to do. I'm out. And then I hope you feel better when I get back. And a couple of times I've done that.
yeah.
And I come back and you're just fine.
Yeah. Because I tell to myself, hey, if you're getting like tampo or argue, it's waste the time. You're not
It's
good.
a waste of time.
Yeah.
It is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Now,
But
you know what? You say argue, and sometimes that gets confused with a difference of opinion.
yes.
So I might feel real strongly about something, and you might feel different,
Yes.
but you still feel very strongly about it.
Yeah.
And you will hold your ground.
Yes.
In other words, if I was to ask something that made you uncomfortable,
Yes.
I want to do something or go somewhere or buy something, whatever it might be,
Yeah.
and you're like it's against your principles or morals or
Yeah.
your intestinal feeling, your gut feeling,
Yes.
you will stand your ground, and I respect that because she'll give me actual reasons why, and I like to think of myself as flexible, and so I'll go, okay, if it's really, I ask myself, is it that important that we do whatever it is I'm thinking about doing?
Yes.
And you're like really, really dead set against it, okay?
Yeah.
So I ask myself, well, you know what? You have to understand, I came to a realization that I just might be wrong as I got older if someone disagrees with me. And so with her, it's pretty unique actually with you only.
Yeah.
I sometimes I value your judgment, and I go, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe that's not such a hot idea.
Yeah.
But then there's been other times where you've argued with me,
Yeah.
and I was dead right, perfectly right.
Yes.
And Filipinas have this weird thing where if you catch them doing something, they deny that they did it. They can literally have their hand in the proverbial cookie jar, and you can say, hey, Dave, don't take that cookie. And they'll go, I'm not taking a cookie.
Yeah.
Well, they're holding the friggin' cookie. So they say, I'm not doing it, And that's just like, But that's a trait that goes through the Filipino community. They
Yeah.
just, it's denial, automatic denial.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And they're like a 5-year-old. And so you've done that with me.
Yes.
And you argue with me.
Yeah.
And I remember one time it got heated. And I told you, this is going to sound brutal, but I told her, I said, you see that door? That's the one you walked in. Then I told you, that door goes both ways. If you don't like it here, okay, you don't want to, stick with the program.
Yeah.
You can go out the door the same way you came in. And that kind of got your attention. But if you're right, you're right. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. So I
Yes.
think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
You're also bringing up, I know what's in the back of your mind, is Filipinas. We have seen an uptick, as they call it, an increase of more and more Filipinas that are normally really sedate, kind of not, very compliant, easygoing, get along all the time. Yes, yes, up to you, up
Yeah.
to you, up to you.
Yeah.
Well, that's changed in some relationships that we're aware of,
Yeah.
where the women are just pushing back, and in our heart and mind, as we collectively see it, and it goes both ways. The men do it to the women, but we're talking about Filipinas here in this
Yeah.
little video. All right, so we'll stick with the women. I find it disrespectful to do that. especially in public,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
You don't ever want to cut down your partner in public. And at home, we're seeing people that have been married or together for a number of years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it seems like the wheels are flying off the bus here. And I don't know. I don't know what causes that. I guess that, it's the common denominator is probably the amount of time they spent together before they decided to go habitate or live together. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree that. Yeah.
So, because you and I took our time.
Yes.
We really did. And we,
Yes.
of course, we belabor that point whenever we talk about
Yes,
this.
5
but
years
it's true.
for live in before go to the married.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then 6 or 7 months before you moved in.
Yes.
So we dated, and
Yeah.
then you went on your way and went to work. And
Yeah.
'cause you were working as a caterer.
Yes.
And I was, working as being retired.
For being busy.
Yeah.
Every
I was
day.
busy dating.
Taste for the cake. What it is? Oh, perfect.
Let me taste this one here.
Oh, I'm tired that. Yes. Single mom. Oh, I don't like that
Oh,
taste.
knock it off. Make it sound horrible.
Fast is
And I
fast.
shut you down for a month.
Yeah.
You did something, so I forgot what you did, but it pissed me off, and I just didn't talk to you for a month. I just said, go back to your mothers or go back to your sisters or something. And so we've gone through the cycle. I mean, that's true.
Yes.
I mean, we're being pretty open and upfront here, but that's okay. There's nothing to be ashamed of with the truth. But I don't understand where the girls, or the women, I should say, are getting this kind of uppity attitude, where they're pushing back a lot. And I think that what happens is they may get comfortable in the environment,
Yes.
in the house and how they're treated.
Need for the balance.
And now they're kind of taken advantage of a little bit.
Yes.
And we saw that. We saw a friend of yours,
Yes.
of ours, go out, and for the first time,
Yes.
his girlfriend tried to spend a whole bunch of extra money or something for her family. We won't
Yeah.
get into specifics here. And he just got up and walked out.
Yes.
And I said, good for you. That's right.
Yeah.
Because there's such a thing as boundaries.
And now, the guy is thinking for he's want to marry or no.
Yeah, he's
Just
like,
thinking.
do I want to keep this going? Do I not? I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see what happens. He hasn't blown her out or done any of that kind of stuff, but he's seen another side of her. And I think I'm like, wow, good for you. And it's a matter, especially when it comes to money, because money is so finite. There's only so much money that you get every month,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Some guys got big bankrolls. Some guys have small ones, and everybody else in between.
Yeah.
But even if you have endless supplies of money, if you're one of these lucky guys that has millions of dollars and everything's cool, well, that's the boundary you set. And a number of fellas that I know one guy that's worth over $8 million cash right now. And he still lives a very strict lifestyle because that's his style. That's how he got 8 million was by being careful with his money
Yeah.
and investing and living in small apartments and worked and worked and worked and saved and saved and
Yeah.
saved and invested. And he's now married, and yet he still puts a throttle on everything that they do. And he tells his girlfriend all the time, and now wife, no, we're not going to do that. I don't think he's ever disclosed to her how much money he's worth. I just told you today how much I'm worth.
Yes.
That was the first time you'd ever
First time
asked.
asking you. For the
All the
6
time.
years. For the 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. She goes, how much money do you have? And I told her, and because we were talking about the house.
Because he mentioned the fencing, so that's why I asked him,
Yeah.
how much your money do you have?
Yeah.
But it's
She goes, well, how much does that cost? And I said, well, it costs this. She goes, well, how much do you have anyway? This has been 6
First-
years going on.
First time I met you, I never asked you until now.
That's true. And so the reason it even came up was we bought that land. And I said, I got an idea. we could cut the land in half, and we can, build less wall, and it would cost less money.
Yeah.
And if we do the wall, it's going to cost this much. But if we cut the land in half, because we got such a big piece of land,
Yes.
we'll never use it all.
But you told me you use that for the planting for the corn.
Right, and you use the back part as a cornfield,
Yes.
or whatever it
Yeah,
turns into.
vegetable. Yes.
Yeah, but we don't need to have all that walled in. We can just leave the barbed wire up there. We're sitting here having the conversation in front of you guys, but that was our conversation.
Yeah.
And do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I got it on tape now.
Yeah.
Because if you change your mind, I can say, wait a minute, look at this video, pal. You said it's a good idea. Anyway, but that would save us a bunch of money
Yes.
on the wall just itself, because that's expensive, man.
Yes, very
Yeah.
expensive now in the Philippines.
And we're going to get started here on the house one of these days. We're still waiting on the title. We made a deal with each other, and she feels strongly about this, and so do I. Talk about disagreements. This is one thing we've never disagreed on. Safety first.
Yes.
Safety, assurance.
Yeah.
We got scammed one time.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Learned
We learned our
Yes.
lesson, right?
Yeah.
So never again.
Yeah.
We were able to
Learn
share that
for
with
the
people.
past.
Yep. It's in our rearview mirror.
Yes.
We've recovered the money. We're all good, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable, and you don't feel comfortable. So we got a piece of paper that says, yes, you own it.
Yes.
And we have the absolute deed of sale or deed of absolute sale, something like that, which means you can go ahead and build on it. You own the property. The title's in transition.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. But guess what? Since we got JR on the keeper,
Yeah.
he's had us come in 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
and he's had to amend this and change that to get that title.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, what if I'd have built a house and we were supposed to sign something, and the other person wouldn't sign it, and we would never get a title,
Yeah.
and blah, 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 blah. I have this little paranoia in me that once we own that, I look at it like a pink slip to a car, which you don't know what I mean. But in California, when you sell a car, you get what's called a pink slip. And the pink slip means you own this car. I can sign the back of this and hand it to you, and you own the car now, and do a bill of sale. And that's essentially what you do out here with this land.
Yeah.
Of course, it would take 6 months in the Philippines to recognize that sale, but you can still sign it off however you do that. And then they would transfer the title into their name, and we could successfully sell the property or deed it to somebody.
Yeah.
We don't plan to sell it ever.
No.
It's going to be in a will where your sister inherits it once
Yeah.
both of us are gone. And but that's what sparked that.
Yeah.
And then you brought up the argument thing.
Yeah.
So I have been seeing an uptick of guys getting into arguments with women that they've been with for 2 or 3 months, years. And all of a sudden the woman's attitude has changed. And I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens here? Why they're like that?
I think that is the Filipina culture.
The what? Culture?
Filipina. Yeah.
Okay.
Attitude. They have the attitude, the argument. They have the no argument. Yes.
Because my understanding is you guys don't want to argue. You don't like to argue.
No, I don't like.
Okay. And a lot of other ladies don't like to argue.
Yes.
It's just selective ones. So I guess that there's different
But
strokes for
mostly the
different
Filipina
folks.
people is a lot argument. But the partner is the partner is the foreigner the partner is the girl is have argument is he's like, oh baby, come on, like that.
Oh, I see.
I see in the restaurant. Oh, remember
So
that?
that's not arguing outright. It's convincing or coercing
Yeah.
someone to do something by being extra nice. That's their way of getting their way. They want to get their way, right? Okay.
Remember in the birthday party?
It's a birthday party.
Birthday party
Well,
last.
don't say any names.
Yeah. I think last year ago.
Okay.
Remember, and then the husband said, "Let's go for it," and then the partner, the girl said, "No, picture first." Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
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 So the girl is like have a power, and then the guy like always follow like that. Yes.
Hmm.
But it's not same as the attitude, right?
Well, she'd been to America.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
She'd been to America. She got what was called Americanized.
Ah, I
And
see.
women do change.
Mm.
People change when you change their environment. So you've changed a lot, you
Yeah.
know, subtly.
Yeah.
I don't mean bad, but you've changed since I first met you.
Mm-mm.
You've gotten more sophisticated and,
Mm.
you know, you've learned more, and I've learned from you.
Yeah.
But they always say, don't take your wife or your woman to America.
Mm-mm.
And I always say that depends on the woman.
Yeah.
So I don't have any problem taking May to America. I don't think she's going to skedaddle or move off or run away. I've always said if you were going to do that, you'd have done it here. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to go to America to leave me. You just leave. You know, say, hey, I got a better deal. See you later, sailor. But what happens is the environment changes and you start to see, oh, the nice roads, oh, the nice cars,
Yeah.
oh, the good service, you know, all the things the Philippines are lacking. And you get accustomed to that. And then you want to stay there.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with that group.
Mm.
And in a way, I can't blame the woman. I mean, it is a better setup for her. He wants to come here.
Yeah.
You know, now the perfect example of the perfect couple, I think, is our friends Joe and Lizelle.
Yes.
Now she is super happy here,
Yeah.
and so is he.
Yeah.
Okay, they
Yeah.
are the perfect couple, honest to God. But they go every 6 months to America.
Yeah, because of the green card.
Green card and keeping that thing going, and he wants to make sure she gets his benefits. And he has a cabin out there. He's got a YouTube channel
Yes.
called Never Give Up. If you want to check out his channel,
Yes.
and there are really good friends. But she's super down to earth. She just
Simple,
goes there.
yeah. She's very simple.
You know, you get along great with her.
Yes.
I get along great with both of them, and they're a good example of that not happening. She wants to hurry up and get back here because she just prefers the vibe here. She doesn't care about stuff. She doesn't care about cars and jewelry and big houses and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's attitude,
you
I
mean
guess. You know, you just have to vet people out.
Yeah, so you mean in the US, we don't have a joy boy?
What?
Enjoy. Because I watching in another video, he said, Philippine is good for enjoy retirement.
Yeah.
Because here in the America, if you wake up, work. If you go home, sleep. And then sing.
Well, not if you're retired.
Oh.
Not if you're retired with money. Yeah, the normal deal in America is, and some guys are doing that. You know, you make a good point. I just realized what you were talking about. There are guys that are 45 years old, still working, 35, 50, whatever, and they're still working. Doesn't matter what their age is, I guess. And so they come over, they meet the girl, they bring her back to America on a fiance visa, and he's got to go to work every day. And he's leaving her totally alone. So that's a different dynamic there, you know, especially if she's really young.
Yeah.
So that's where I could see she would get bored if she doesn't know how to drive or she does. I don't know. You guys could throw it in the comments.
What if she walk?
Well, yeah, they can walk. They can go. It depends on where they live. You know, it's not like here where you can go 10 minutes down the road and there's a sorry store.
Yeah.
It's a different deal.
In the US, it's not that?
No, not necessarily. Depends. You might live in a condominium that's in a big city.
Okay.
And you just go downstairs, you walk outside, and there's everything. Or you might live out in the country. So,
I see.
I don't know.
So, that is, guys, for the video today for argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we didn't argue for you.
Yeah.
We just-
No more. I don't like argue.
I don't either.
I like always be happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's the moral of the story? Moral of the story is slow down, wait, get to know each other.
Yes, and
Both
you can.
men and women.
Yes, observe the attitude. That is
Yeah,
the
observe their
number
attitudes.
one. Yes.
It goes both ways.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.